Cultivation, WN, Chapter 39, A Lively Restaurant. After walking for some time, Su-young decided to take a break. He randomly chose a restaurant and walked in, his presence instantly attracting the gazes of everybody inside the building before even stepping inside. "Why, young master, I am the owner of this store, how many will be visiting today?" Su-young was greeted by the store owner instead of the usual servants. "I am alone," he replied as he stepped inside the place. "I apologize in advance if the place is too crude for someone like the young master. Spare me the sweet talk and just give me a table, any table will do." Su-young interrupted him with a casual glance, causing the store owner to quickly shut his mouth, his palms turning sweaty from nervousness. "Young master can sit wherever he wants," said the store owner a moment later. Su-young nodded and picked an empty table by the corner. He sat down and looked through the menu that was covered in dried up sauces and dirty fingerprints. It was almost as though the store couldn't bother to change it out. When the store owner noticed Su-young looking very intensively at the dirty menu, his heart nearly jumped out of his throat from fright. "Why, young master, I apologize about the dirty menu. Our business is, well, rough," said the store owner, feeling overwhelmed. However, Su-young remained silent. The dirty menu and the rough-looking place did not bother him one bit. Instead, it actually made him feel comfortable. "I want one pot of your homemade tea and a plate of everything you have on the menu." The store owner looked at Su-young with wide eyes filled with astonishment when he heard his order, almost as though he couldn't believe his ears. He actually wanted everything on the menu? There were at least 20 different dishes. "All right, away." The store owner didn't dare linger around and ran to the kitchen to begin commanding the cooks like a general. Very rarely would his restaurant receive cultivators as customers, let alone a disciple from the respectable Profound Blossom sect. He couldn't afford to disappoint someone with such a profound presence no matter what, as he was afraid of the consequences. Meanwhile, Su-young took his time to organize his mind. "How long has it been since I last sat in one of these out-of-shape wooden chairs? When was the last time I stepped foot inside such a rundown restaurant?" Su-young recalled the memories when he was still a mere mortal in his previous life, more precisely, his youth. When he was still a mortal, he would oftentimes come to these kinds of restaurants with his family. However, ever since he left his family to become a cultivator, the number of times he would visit these sort of places decreased drastically, even stopping permanently once he became an immortal. As Su-young silently sat there and reminisced his past life, the people in the restaurant whispered to each other while constantly taking peeks at him. "What a handsome young man. If I could, I would, without a doubt, ravage him on my bed. Are all the men in the Profound Blossom sect this handsome? If only I was a disciple there." The ladies there giggled as they whispered their fantasies to each other whilst the men grumbled in jealousy. "Fuck, just because he was born a little bit more handsome than the rest. Ayaya, why are the heavens so cruel? Isn't it already enough that I am not born handsome? Why did you have to allow me to see someone like him? Are you trying to shatter my confidence as a man?" Su-young smiled slightly after listening to the people around him talk. Although they were all whispering, it was so clear in Su-young's ears that it sounded as though they were speaking directly into his ears. Soon, the store owner returned with many servants following behind, each carrying dishes with them. And because the table was too small to fit all the dishes, the store owner combined a few empty tables together to make it one large table. "How much for all of this?" Su-young asked the store owner. "Young master does not have to worry about the price and can." Su-young sighed midway through his sentence and retrieved a gold coin from his robes and handed it to the dumbfounded store owner. "Keep the change, but do me a favor and replace these dirty menus for new ones as soon as possible. Also, I'd like to treat all of the ladies here to a meal. Give them whatever they want, it'll be on me." Su-young's words bewildered not only the store owner but everybody else in the restaurant. How rich was he to give out a gold coin so easily? Even if Su-young were to order everything on the menu 5 more times, he still wouldn't need half a gold coin. Hell, even the restaurant itself only earns a few gold coins each year. When the females in the room heard that Su-young was treating them to anything they want, they had an urge to jump out of their seats to give him a big kiss. Su-young then said out loud, "While we are at it, why don't you all sit with me so we can have a little chat? There is plenty of room and I am trying to learn more about this place since this is my first time out of the sect." The instant Su-young requested for their presence at his table, nearly every female in that place stood up and scrambled for the best seats, which were the 2 seats that were directly beside Su-young. "Calm down, I won't be going anywhere anytime soon." Su-young smiled at their actions, causing them to blush in embarrassment. Thus, the somewhat dead restaurant suddenly turned into a lively